The champion of Salvo has arrived. Fuse.
Good day guys, Season 8 is literally around the corner. As you probably know by now, they uploaded a trailer and you would have seen a lot of YouTubers reacting to it, but I'm not going to do that just because everyone else is going to do it. It does look awesome. I'm going to show you parts of the trailer, but what this video is going to be more about is the changes, what they're bringing to the game in Season 8, and also the patch notes that they kinda released. It's like explaining the updates. It's not the full patch notes with every bit of information, but there is a lot to go through. First things first, Fuse, he's Australian, just like me, and bloody oath, is he amazing. I do have to say that. I'm going to be playing with Fuse when the season drops, like the actual voice actor, so stick around if you want to see that. Playing with Fuse as Fuse. Just wait for the video, it's going to be a banger, I already know. Also, by the looks of it, Fuse does have some sort of stun capability. It's going to be his tactical. I've watched this back multiple times, this clip, and it does seem to either blind the enemies or slow them down. I can't tell for sure, and we don't have information in the patch notes about it. But this could be super strong, super OP, but Apex is usually good at balancing things, so I'm sure it won't be too OP. But a stun, we've never seen that before. Also, his passive is going to be throwing grenades further. We can pretty much see it in action here. His trajectory is way different to like normal characters. So he's pretty much the explosive character, as you all know. We've seen his ult in game. And just like I said in the video a week ago, the Easter egg of it dropping out of the sky is now confirmed to be his ultimate ability. It'll be interesting to see how different it'll be actually in game though. I feel like it'll do more damage in game than it did as the Easter egg, because it didn't really hurt you when they're just dropping out of the sky in Season 7. The Season 8 Fuse Ultimate, I'm sure is going to be viable to some degree. I don't think it's just going to murk a whole squad, but I definitely think it's going to do some damage. And of course, we cannot forget about the new weapon. I'm excited for it. It looks like a cross between a triple take and a G7 Scout. It's gonna be powerful though, I can already tell. Like per shot basis, it's gonna do more damage than the Scout. You can tell it shoots slower than the Scout, and it also has a charge function. So I think that's gonna be a lot of fun to play around with. Now the tier 100 skin is gonna be a longbow. It looks gorgeous, and it's also gonna be reactive, so it changes color over time. The Season 8 Battle Pass skins look pretty fire as well. We could see a Lifeline, a Bangalore, and a Loba in the trailer. And that gets us into the patch notes. Now, they identified some goals for Kings Canyon. When revising Kings Canyon, we wanted to tell a story that would extend over the course of the season while expanding the size of the map overall. I think that's a good thing, by the way, because Kings Canyon was pretty small and easy to third party, which also gets addressed in this. They say they've introduced new rotations. The catalyst of all of this was the epic ship crash at the north that opened up new gameplay, new real estate, and a new story thread we could pay off over time. So that's going to be some lore stuff as to why certain things have happened to Kings Canyon that are going to play out over the season by the sounds of it. And also they're flexing their new POI. So what exactly they've done to try update Kings Canyon was make more attractive drop points in the northwest part of the map, improve rotations of our northern locations to run off artillery containment and the pit. And they also say, I think this is really important, the easing of third partying by adding an entirely new section of the map that never existed before, thus giving more options for initial drop spots, thinning out densely packed smaller POIs to give more breathing room and reduce combat choke points. Now, that's all well and good, but I honestly don't think it's enough, and I made a tweet that a lot of you guys agree with addressing this. I think they need to lower the distance you can hear gunshots. If you're not aware, you can hear gunshots close to 400 meters away. That's like halfway across the map in Kings Canyon almost, and it's absolutely ridiculous, and that's the main reason you're getting third-partied and everyone's dying out instantaneously across the map, because everyone's just pushing to gunshots and third-partying. If they simply reduced how far away you could hear gunshots, you could still hear gunshots a fair distance away, but not halfway across the map. You'd get third-partied less, and you'd also have more people to fight at the end of the game because less people would be dying to a third party. And I also think it'll improve the audio engine because there won't be as much load on it and you'll hear footsteps more often and actually tell what's going on around you versus what's going on 400 meters away on halfway across the map. Really hope developers end up seeing this idea and hopefully considering implementing it as a possible way to reduce the amount of third partying on Kings Canyon. Crash Site. This is one of the new areas. Fuse's debut ended with the act of sabotage that has blown up part of Kings Canyon and brought down a massive gunship. As it fell from the sky, it took out an entire mountainside with it. So the ship's final resting spot has opened up a large, previously unplayable portion of the map. The lingering smoke can be seen clear across Kings Canyon, and the resulting fuel leak has contaminated and visually altered most of the area's water supply. Now, Ecological Cleanup and Hazard Outreach has moved in to help clean up the mess. So, this is a brand new POI. The ship itself is tall, king of the hill power position with multiple ramp scaffolds surrounding it to create a jungle gym of interesting gameplay. To the left and right of their ship are multiple echo stations that will help provide teams plenty of breathing space and loot as they plan to assault the ship. So it's basically going to be a high ground position with players on it along them railings, I guess. I doubt you'd be able to go right to the top here. That'd be a little OP. Crash Site has also changed up existing areas are experienced. Artillery got caught up in the destruction and now has an exciting backdoor entrance that takes you up and into the new northern region. So previously, this building was the end of the map, but now you can go out into the new area, and obviously this is what it looked like before, this is what it looks like now. Also, the tunnel that led into artillery here, this is the old version, and this is the new one. You can go out into the brand new area from there as well. Now, with Slum Lakes, the devastation to the north has caused flooding to wipe Slum Lakes off the map. In its place, the new Spotted Lakes, which attributes its name to unusual spots found in the flooded, contaminated water. Echo camps have been set up, and the huge filtration dam has been built in an attempt to clean up and reverse the damage caused by the leaking fuel of the crashed ship. Even Kings Canyon resident Leviathans have ventured over for a closer look. This POI is set up with the dam as the central landing spot to fight over and acts as a divider between the camps on the east and west lakes. So old Slum Lakes, new Slum Lakes. The 10 structures of Echo create some intense close-quarter combat opportunities with fast vertical zip lines that take you to the tops of the tents for quick repositioning. So I'm guessing this is what they call a tent, even though it looks like a building, but I guess it's a tent. They said it's a tent, so it's a tent. Now this is like one of my favorite pictures. This looks so clean and so awesome. The water you can see kind of contaminated below. This is the high ground and the zip lines I was just talking about. They also said one of the drawbacks of Slum Lakes was the difficulty in rotating to and from the POI. In changing up the area, we also looked at making it easier to access runoff and airbase when part of the mountainside was brought down during the Maggie's act of sabotage. A new pathway was revealed and ancient Leviathan bones were uncovered. This new pathway offers a scenic rotation. So does that mean it's a long way? The scenic way is always a long way. Like, come on. What do you mean by that? Which in turn should make the northwest part of the map a more desirable drop location. Slum Lakes. I don't know. Back off my Janks loves it. I'm not a fan, but maybe I'll be a fan now. Maybe they're not wrong. For these high ground areas, they're calling observation towers. There are 4 towers that can be found in Echo camps. The observation towers are perches that can be raised to gain an overview of the surrounding area. That's pretty damn cool. So you can lift them up, and I'm guessing down as well. Like, okay, never mind. They can only be raised once by interacting with its panel, so you can't bring it down again. But comes at the risk of revealing your position. The sound of the towers rising can be heard from a distance. Yeah, that's exactly like it was on the previous map. World's Edge, they have them like little drawbridges. It'll be similar to that, I have no doubt. Explosive holes. When a ship came crashing down, several mobile armories that were being stored in its cargo bay were lost and scattered across Kings Canyon. Although they require security clearance to open them, the keycard, crafty legends have discovered that a well-placed ordnance can blow those doors open, granting access to weapons, ammo, and valuable attachments. Everything you need at your fingertips, as long as you're willing to part with a frag, thermite, or arc star. That's pretty cool. I don't know, it obviously won't be as rare as like vault loot, simply because it's super easy to get to, but that could be handy. What the difference, they reckon? Damn, they just got rid of that building. They really didn't like that building. Okay, rest in peace, that building. I don't know if I can spot the difference. Can you guys? Throughout the development of Season 8, we kept listening to the community and breaking down the experiences and the combat encounters that people were frustrated with. As a result, you may find the occasional building or even town has gone missing. Wait, what? One sweaty choke point was the farm. Although small in stature, it had been called out as a frustrating spot to travel through and fight in. Removing it allowed more breathing space between towns and less hot spots for people to ambush from. Okay, this building was sweaty. Apparently. That makes perfect sense now. This building was sweaty. How do you classify a building sweaty? Who knows? You may also notice that the bunkers from Season 5 have all caved in during Maggie's sabotage. Wait a second, Caustic Mains? You reading this? But don't worry, the new explosive holds have more than enough weapons, ammo, and high-tier attachments to loot. While you may no longer get ambushed from above, you still have to watch your back as you blow the hold's doors open to get that precious loot. We hope that these and other minor adjustments we did this season are well-received improvements, and that the storytelling we're trying to inject into the season's map update will transition nicely into an open mid-season update. Oh yeah! So the map is going to get updated mid-season too. That's basically what I'm reading there. So we get like 2-for-1 seasons, hopefully. Hopefully it's not just a rank split. That has to mean there's more coming to the game. And by the sounds of it, that is the end. We have come to the end of the patch notes. Not the, like, official patch notes. There'll probably be one that comes out, like, as the season's released or a few hours before the season's released, where we can read every little detail, like the buffs and nerfs that we know are going to be coming, just to add some variety to the game and balance some stuff out. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. And I hope to see you on the channel for Season 8. If you're not subscribed, consider doing that. Didn't like the video, dislike it. If you liked it, like it. That is all. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon. I think. I don't know.
You guys, listen to this. Watch this.
Mighty Zeus, god of thunder from down under.
Anybody have a lozenge? I might be bleeding in the throat right now.